Okay, also, I'm not even playing. It is 5:30 in the morning. I have recorded this video twice, and neither time I hit record, so I'm tired. On Monday nights, I usually keep my grandson, and while he sleeps all night long, I tend to watch his monitor all night long, and he's almost 2. Do y'all do that too? But the real reason that came on here is I was going to ask you, with Christmas coming up, like what are some of the Christmas traditions that you do with your kids? And I know my oldest grandson will only be 2 at Christmas, so I probably have a couple years to figure it out. But with my own kids, one thing that I did was I never put names on their presents because I didn't want them to compare the amount of presents that each person had, because I spent the same amount of money on them, and so but I would have to keep like a ledger of what wrapping paper I used, because there were a few years that yeah, they got their presents mixed up. That was my fault. um but yeah, so we did that, and then another thing we did was, which a lot of people do, is open a present on Christmas Eve. It wasn't pajamas at the time. It probably will never be pajamas because that's probably for their parents to get them. But I'll probably still let them open a present on Christmas Eve. And then I'm still thinking about maybe continuing the tradition of not putting the names on the presents, just so they won't be able to figure it out. Because really, when it comes down to it, after Santa comes, and Santa doesn't wrap his presents, he just leaves them put together and unwrapped. So the only wrapped ones come from us. But I really think about continuing that tradition. And also, I always taught my kids that Santa didn't have an unlimited budget. Like, I know people spend thousands of dollars. I'm not judging. You can spend how much ever you want. I'm not spending $1,000, thousands of dollars. So I always told my kids that Santa had a budget, that he picked out the presents, but that it came out of my checking account. So I didn't want them. That's terrible, I know. I didn't want them to think that Santa could spend, $1 million on a new PlayStation or whatever it is they wanted, the thing that year that was, $700 or $800. So anyway, that's just some of the things that I did, and I was just wondering if you had any ideas, and especially starting out when they're little, as my grandkids, and kind of what other people are doing. So anyway, just a question, and I thought it'd be fun to see what y'all say. Anyway, thank you. Bye.